Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens. I'm coming to you once again live and direct. Listen, I got another powerful message for you. This message is entitled Date Your Spouse. Listen, this is very powerful. As I was praying about it, I believe the Lord dropped this in my spirit to share with you, is that when you are in a relationship, you're married, right? Your spouse should be on the top of the list. After God, then your spouse. But oftentimes in relationships, people get so comfortable in a relationship that they kind of take their spouse for granted. You know, they're thinking about paying the bills or their career or whatever. But you lose the romance in your relationship when you kind of take your spouse for granted. Like you don't put first their needs. Like it's very important in a relationship, in a marriage, to keep doing the things that got you that person that you're with in the first place. Like taking time out to express how you feel, how you love them. You know, hold their hands, doing things that you know that your spouse really likes. And it's not that saying that you're getting lazy, but as a human being, if you do not continue to do the little things, the person that you're with can feel neglected. They can feel like, man, I know he or she loves me, but they don't really show it the way they used to. You know, you kind of take your focus off of that person and put it on other things. Now, nobody said a relationship is easy. It takes work. But I believe that we can be intentional in our affection towards our spouses. Not so much that we focus on everything else, because then it makes everything else seem more important than your spouse. And nothing, like I said, after God is more important than your spouse. I know a lot of people gonna argue with me, well, my kids need me. My kids need my attention more than my spouse. Well, that's why we have to prioritize. That's why we have to be organized and set times and dates that you can do things with your spouse. You may not be at the point where you could travel to Aruba or go to a fancy hotel. That might not be your life. But even in the house, you can set some candles. You can light some candles and play a little Luther. Luther. You know what I'm saying? You can get the baby all out, give a massage. You know, you can cook a nice dinner. Don't have to be expensive. It's the thought that counts. And putting the time into that relationship to make it blossom. And by doing so, everyone in the household benefits. When your wife is happy, because you're pouring into her, you're putting that affection into her, that love into her, she's happy, right? The kids are going to be happy. The bird is going to be happy. The cat is going to be happy. Your dog is going to be happy because your wife is happy. You know, and it may not be any of those things. It may be like, hey, she just like, could you just do the laundry for this week? Right? Or your husband, he may just want a foot rub and just some peace and quiet, a glass of lemonade with some ice in it, and sit down and watch the game, right? Or maybe something together that you want to do. It don't always have to involve money. It could just mean just quality time, just walking in the park together, you know, holding hands, talking about your future and things you plan to do together, talking about how good God is or whatever. But when you do not intentionally pour into your spouse, when you don't intentionally date your spouse, you leave room for others to come in. Because how many people are in a relationship and feel totally alone, feel totally neglected, feel like nobody really, this man or this woman don't really care about me, and their mind, their eyes start to wonder, I wonder if I was with that person, what it would be like. That person is always giving me compliments, but my own husband won't even give me a compliment. That person is always looking to do things for me, but my own wife won't even do things for me. And as a human being, you want to put guards, you want to put shields around your marriage, around your relationship, so that the enemy cannot come in with his little demonic schemes and plans to ruin what God has put together. So you got to be intentional, you got to be focused on your relationship. And do things on purpose. That's what I'm trying to get into you. That you can intentionally, you can on purpose date your spouse. You can on purpose set the atmosphere, set the mood, so that you can continue to grow and fall deeper and deeper in love. Until next time, this is your man Mike Bowens, and I'm signing off saying be blessed.